Welcome, guys, to our second podcast. Today we are doing the Fantasycast with Brandon from the last one.
Hi.
So, today we're going to talk about some fantasy stuff that's coming out, or fantasy stuff in general. And one thing that I wanted to point out about fantasy stuff is that for some reason, or well, not for some reason, I mean, like, it's a good reason. What's the name of the game? I came unprepared. Skyrim is apparently getting an HD remake, and for PS4 instead of Xbox 360, and it looks awesome. Like the graphics are so good compared to the original. If you yeah, I have to emphasize on how cool it looks and how cool it reacts. It has like field of depth and stuff like that. What do you think, Brandon, of this?
I think it's gonna be good.
Great hypothesis.
It's awesome.
Something, and also another thing that about RPGs is that Fallout 4, which is one of my favorite games of all time,
Yes.
is getting a VR release. And if I get a PlayStation VR discussed in the last video, in the Space Cast video, then I would be able to if
Play it on
like
there.
I would be able to play it on there. It's just like Fallout in VR. Imagine how cool that would be. Seeing all the animals around you, seeing all the creatures. Imagine how cool it would be using the controllers, like the two handle controllers, so like you can use them for guns, and then you can like shoot people.
Pew, 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 pew,
Then
pew,
you could
pew.
get. I saw that they had it at E3. You could get stuff like the Fat Man and stuff. It's like awesome. I just looked at Audacity and I realized that there was a giant spike when I screamed. um, another um, another fantasy kind of thing is that God of War is coming out, and like I really like those games. I mean, like some of them were good, some of them were bad, but they were fun, dude.
Yeah, they're really fun.
Yeah, especially because you're just like, wow, look at all the monsters. Jeez, they're huge.
Yeah.
Because it's like the whole game's just taking down gods after god after god. So
Yeah.
you're just taking down beasts as large as you are. It's like, well, it's not exactly like. I think this game did better. I would say that I was gonna say that Shadow of the Colossus is or God of War is 10 times better than Shadow of the Colossus. But then I looked back on it and I'm like, Shadow of the Colossus was amazing. Because if
Yeah.
you've never played it, I'm pretty sure you have it because it's like a PS2 game. Shadow of the Colossus is a game where your character wields a magic sword and bow and arrow, and you fight giant enemies. And the whole point of the game is to defeat all 20? I don't remember how many.
I'm pretty sure it is, but
Colossus or Colossi, and it's all to bring back what's it called? I can't speak today. Um, your girlfriend, and that's the whole game. And I'm like, wow. I mean, like, I wish they had a PS3 release, and then they had it on the PlayStation Plus store. But other than that, I think they stopped making them for
I have
like
no
other
idea.
system. Another game which I don't love it, which is starting to get some popularity because of game theory, is the one and only Undertale.
Yeah.
And I actually have like a Flowey figure, so it's like Flowey from Undertale, and is really cool, but it's a if you've never played Undertale, you just leave. Just leave. If you have to at least seen it. If you've seen it, then that's fine. If you've never seen it before, then you've never been on YouTube. Welcome to your first video because it's everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
And I believe it's a great game.
Yeah, same.
I think that's it for our podcast for this year. Let me think. Is there something else? No. No, there really isn't. That has been the podcast. Thank you all for. Or actually, no. There's one more thing. We're not leaving. Don't leave. Don't leave.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. I have to check something. I believe a new Zelda's coming out called The Breath or the. Is it The Breath of the Wind of the Wild? It's really cool. And
Like a really cool game.
it's weird because it's coming out on the Nintendo NX. You know what the NX uses?
What?
The NX was announced. It uses cartridges
Dang.
instead of discs. Like, what the frick? This is not an NES.
Yeah.
But back to the thing. That game looks awesome. It's too bad I don't own an NES system.
Yeah.
Or not NES. A newer NES, as I like to call it. So yeah, it looks really cool though. Really cool. Now it should be over. Thank you guys for watching the podcast, and I hope you guys have a good day.
Peace.
Wait, no. 3, 2, 1.